Surprised to see me in scrubs, Joel urgently sought the famous Dr. Athena. Michael, however, referred to Dr. Athena as he, confusing Joel. Disappointed, Joel left, unknowingly passing me in my car. Justin's delusional call for a date was brushed off due to my upcoming surgery. Elsewhere, Pete and Cherry, fueled by Chester, plotted another matchmaking attempt. Meanwhile, Joel awaited crucial DNA results. What will the DNA results tell Joel? And what's Chester's next matchmaking scheme? What does it say? He finally managed, his voice a strained whisper. Nothing concrete. Quentin's reply, flat and devoid of emotion, stole that fragile hope. 3 sons in the previous generation of Smiths, Ian the youngest, no sisters. Their own generation is similarly barren of daughters, except for the one Ian had taken in. If Nora, if she was truly family, a cousin, a flicker of something akin to hope, quickly extinguished, crossed Joel's mind. It would have given Ian a reason, a lifeline. Joel's gaze dropped, unfocused, the simple words carrying a profound disappointment. I see. He hung up, the image of Nora's sharp, intelligent eyes lingering in his mind. He turned to the window, the vibrant colors of the departing kindergarten students a stark contrast to the turmoil within him. Finally, a resolve hardened his features. I finally emerged from the stifling sterility of the hospital, the lingering scent of antiseptic clinging to my clothes. A few precious moments of near sleep were shattered by the insistent chime of my phone. Cherry's voice, small and persistent, filled my ear when I answered. Mommy, have you found out where sponsor Grandpa is? It had been over a month since their online friendship had blossomed, but his sudden silence yesterday and today had Cherry on the verge of a full-blown crisis. Oh. Right, I replied, the name momentarily lost in the fog of my fatigue. A dramatic sigh echoed through the phone. Then can you look him up for me now, Mommy? No, I stated flatly, my eyelids already heavy. The silence on the other end was thick with Cherry's barely suppressed fury. She's my mom. I have to be nice. I could almost hear her internal monologue. Then, when can you look him up? She asked, her tone a carefully constructed sweetness. I raised an eyebrow, though she couldn't see it. When I wake up, I guess. All right, I'm hanging up. I had just hung up with Cherry, the familiar tug-of-war between exasperation and affection, leaving me slightly drained. Across town, at the Hunt Manor, Cherry and Pete were already in cahoots, their heads bent together in a conspiratorial huddle. Daddy always takes us to that pizza place, Cherry said, her voice a stage whisper. If we ask him really nicely, maybe he'll take us tomorrow. Pete, ever the pragmatist, nodded slowly. And then Mommy will have to come too, right? Because it's our favorite. Their plan, hatched during their temporary separation, was simple. Orchestrate opportunities for Justin and me to spend time together, hoping that some elusive spark of romance would finally ignite. The next morning, their carefully rehearsed plea was delivered with maximum cuteness. Wide, innocent eyes, a chorus of please, daddy, please, and the promise of impeccable behavior. Justin, a notorious soft touch when it came to his children, initially resisted, citing his busy schedule. But the combined force of their persuasive tactics, coupled with the lure of a rare moment of uncomplicated joy with both his children, eventually wore him down. All right, he conceded with a chuckle. Pizza it is, tomorrow night. Later that day, my phone rang, the caller ID displaying a name I hadn't seen in what felt like an eternity. Solo, I answered, a cautious warmth entering my voice. Long time no see. Athena. Solo's voice was its usual calm, professional tone. I thought you should know. Joel Smith has been digging again, back into your past. A sigh escaped my lips. I figured as much. He's persistent, Solo continued, a hint of warning in her voice. Be careful, Athena. He's asking questions in places you wouldn't expect. Duly noted, Solo, I replied, a cold certainty settling in my chest. Joel's renewed interest was another loose thread in a tapestry already threatening to unravel. That evening, the quiet of the Anderson mansion was broken by the small patter of feet outside my bedroom door. It creaked open, and Cherry's silhouette appeared in the dim light. Mommy? She whispered. Hey, sweetie, what's wrong? Are you okay? Cherry took a few tentative steps into the room, her eyes wide and brimming with unshed tears. Mommy. Pete. He said that Daddy said he was taking us to that really, really fun pizza place tomorrow. And he said, He said you promised you'd go too. Cherry, I said gently, my voice laced with concern. I don't remember promising anything about pizza tomorrow. Please, just this once? For Pete? A wave of guilt washed over me. Pete's happiness was important. And maybe a little time away from the mansion wouldn't hurt. All right, Cherry, I sighed, a reluctant agreement. Okay, I'll go. Cherry's face instantly transformed. The tears vanished as if by magic, replaced by a wide, triumphant grin. Yay! You're the best, Mommy, she exclaimed. She skipped out of the room, leaving me staring after her, a sudden, chilling suspicion dawning in my mind. A cold dread washed over me. This wasn't about pizza. This was about Justin, and I had just walked right into their carefully laid trap. Was it Justin's plan to use the children to get me on a date? Will we ever be on the same page, Justin and I? And what about Solo's warning? Should I be worried?
Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.